welcome to our EDERA podcast on the multidimensional impact of improved energy access. I am Natalia Real Pecarrillo, your host for today's episode of the second webinar we will soon be hosting next Wednesday, March 1st. Today we have a very special guest with us, Natieli Acuña Castillo, or Nat, from the Energy Sector Management Assistance Program at the World Bank. Nat will speak in our next webinar on reducing gender equality issues in energy access interventions next week, and we're excited to share more information about her and the event with you today. Nat, tell us more about yourself and also about the SMAP.
Thank you, Natalia, for the introduction, and thank you for having me here. I'm very excited about sharing with everybody how are we working on this particular topic, and also to learn from people with their questions and everything. My name is Natalia Acuña, Nat. I'm the gender specialist in SPAP at the World Bank. I think most of the people know already what it is the World Bank, and it's the largest development bank in the world. But SMAP is well known for being a trust fund within the bank, and I think it is one of the oldest one. Our goal is to catalyze resources and leverage support throughout bank's operations to achieve universal electricity access by 2030, as one of the goals of a lot of institutions that might be here, also in alignment with the SDG 7, and why not SDG 5, that is why I'm going to talk about that. SMAP provides resources to clients, countries on a wide variety of topics, including electricity access, clean cooking, decarbonization, renewable energy, among many others. And one of those topics is gender equality. The bank is committed to reduce gender gaps between men and women because it is well known that investing in greater gender equality translates into better development outcomes, and it helps us to achieve our dual objective of poverty reduction and shared prosperity. The World Bank's energy sector is not an exception of this commitment, and that's why we're trying to improve the status of women and girls by identifying and addressing and measuring gender gaps in our operations.
In our first webinar, Rebecca Rhodes from Gogla discussed how to address women's needs when enhancing energy access, explained different approaches, and she also raised awareness of the relevance of the Consumer Protection Code for companies targeting remote off-grid areas. During the webinar, Nat will also share relevant insights into her work. Can you give the audience an overview of what you will discuss?
For everybody who's going to be out there listening and seeing us, I think they're going to be able to understand how the bank is working within the energy sector to reduce gender equality issues. How are we doing that? How are we working with organizations and institutions within the energy sector at the public level to reduce gender gaps from employment, leadership, entrepreneurship, and also electricity access, including clean cooking? One of the things that I'm going to try to show you as well is what is going to be that evolution, that why we're working on that, how we have been improving over the years. And also I'm going to give you practical examples on how to incorporate this idea of gender equality within your work.
Certainly, this is a great opportunity for anyone looking to learn more about the multidimensional impact of energy access, how the World Bank addresses gender equality issues in the energy access sector, and gain valuable insights from an industry leader. This webinar session is open to anyone and will have a live translation into Spanish, French, and Arabic. Nat, would you like to share with the audience what will be the main takeaways for the participants?
People should attend because it's going to be fun, of course. I'm kidding. No, but I think it's also important to understand all sectors have the potential to address gender equality issues from different perspectives, right? Some cases people ask me all the time, why and how do you do that? And it is important to understand that the potential is there. I mean, if the electricity sector is seeking for jobs, we should include women. We should be welcoming for women. If the electricity sector is providing new opportunities for improving businesses, let's consider women, because at the end of the day, they're in a vulnerable situation in most of the cases. Same thing happens with electricity access. Why to work on that and why to consider the gender differences? And I think that is something that you're going to be able to understand when this webinar is finished.
The webinar will take place on Wednesday, March 1st at 3 p.m. Central European Time, and you can register for it today by visiting our website edera.online. Take advantage of this chance to learn more from Ned on the work of the World Bank and take your knowledge to the next level. Thanks for connecting, and we hope to see you again next week.